welcome to the 21st episode of Hawk News. I'm Josie Mateer.
And I'm Stephen Mathern.
For anyone interested in cheer or mascot tryouts, the last tryouts are tonight at 6 o'clock. You must attend one of the mandatory meetings with a parent or guardian.
There will be a community performance for the one-act play competition of Dark Road Saturday at 6:30 in the Commons. This play is free to the public.
Money and order forms for the Little Caesars fundraiser should be given to Miss Henry by Monday, March 31st. No exceptions. 100 items sold as a group will equal free delivery.
Juniors and seniors, the price of prom tickets will be $35 for a date and $65 for juniors and seniors until the end of next week. After that, the price will go up.
Here's Maxwell with sports.
Thanks, guys. As you know, football and basketball are over, but baseball and golf are just beginning. And to start out this new season, the softball team went into a tournament March 5th to 6th and won against Evadale 15-0 on March 7th, meaning their tournament standing is now 2-1. Sadly, the boys baseball team fell to Harmony 5-0 on March 7th, meaning their tournament record is 1-1. Congrats to Hannah McCullough, who took first place in powerlifting. She was a 2020 state qualifier and holds the regional record for squat, bench, and deadlift. Make sure to give her a great congratulations when you see her.
Today, boys powerlifting will be competing in the regionals at West Hardin and track is at Vidor. Tennis will be at Kirbyville. Tuesday, both girls and boys soccer will be at Lumberton.
Congrats to several boys basketball players for winning all district awards. Baxter Worth and Jaston Davis were both first-team honorees, and Jaden Porter was a second-team player. RJ Sears was Newcomer of the Year, and Austin Samana was Co-Defensive Player of the Year.
Congratulations to Maggie Gillespie and Faith Larson, who both received $1,000 scholarships for District 17 Texas Association of Student Councils. The HJHS Student Council also won the Sweepstakes Award, Outstanding Student Council, the Pride and Patriotism, the Drug, Alcohol, Safety, and Health Award, and a Community Service Award.
Congrats Ashlyn Jackson for her invite to compete of a spot on the United States U-17 national team. It's her second straight year to get an invite.
Students, make sure you mark your calendar for the STAR test. English 1 will be on April 7th and English 2 will be on the 8th. Then in May, U.S. History and Algebra 1 will be on the 5th and Biology will be on the 6th.
The library is still waiting for all seniors to have their photo taken with a shirt, banner, or letter of acceptance. Military college and tech schools are all wanted.
Sam Dickerson is trying to spread awareness of the dangers of opioids in our country, and to stir that, he went to Washington, D.C. to advocate several federal spending. Here's Josie with that story.
Sam Dickerson went to Washington, D.C. to advocate for HJ students against opioids, addictive substances and painkillers and other common drugs. Afterwards, he was more than eager to share with us details about his experience. Sam was one of the few out of hundreds of kids qualified to go to this event.
So I got to go to DC with my group called the NASSP, which that stands for National Association of Secondary School Principals. And the reason we went is because we were learning how to advocate for student needs, student rights, and teacher rights in the classroom.
The trip was successful and gave Sam and the kids who went the preparation they needed for the future they want.
One thing we got to do is we got to speak with each of our representatives. So I spoke with Brian Babin personally. I also spoke with Ted Cruz's office and John Cornyn's office on just some things we can do in the classroom to improve student health and student needs. That's one thing they preached on a lot. Was there are a lot of great ideas kids have that just aren't heard. That's one thing they focused, like they preached on us a lot. It was like make sure to listen to other kids' concerns and take their ideas. You know, they taught us a lot. I think the one thing that I'm really going to try to take from that, what I learned, was how to let kids speak up. You know, I'm advocating for kids. I want to let them speak up. I want kids to talk to me. You know, I want kids to talk to me about ideas they have for their school, concerns they have. Like, I want kids, like, if they have any issues or problems, I want them to come talk to me. And that's one thing I really push this year is, like, I want to do some certain different things where kids can come up and share their ideas, and that way they can have, like, a say in what happens in their school. You know, I feel like a lot of times, like, the decisions we make in the school are made by a couple kids, a couple teachers, a couple administrators, and I want everyone that's part of HJ to be able to share their concerns and have a voice.
Abby recently completed a service project with inspiration from Dr. Seuss. Here's Tookie with more.
In order to promote literacy and reading in early childhood, HJ TAFE members participated in Read Across America. We interviewed Kendall Keel and Blake Fesco about the event.
TAFE is an organization that is abbreviated for Teachers Association of Future Educators, and we do a lot of cool things. We actually made it to state and our state qualifiers and certain things. Personally, I do the leadership project. Reading Across America. So we took it upon ourselves to do something really neat. It was inspired by Dr. Seuss's birthday, and it's when we go visit elementary school children during their school day and we read to them novels or books that have influenced us. So we had the option to select a book that impacted us in our childhood and that we would like to share on, and we went to the elementary schools and we read to them, and I personally chose the story Maple. A lot of other people, since it was dedicated to or influenced and inspired by Dr. Seuss's birthday, Blake Fesco, he chose one of Dr. Seuss's books, and then one was like Frozen, just really cool things that we like to read to them. I chose to do a story, it was called Maple, and I dressed as Maple. I had my hair in braids, I had a blue shirt on that was similar to the one she wore, and I brought a little plant.
This has been Tookie Grisham reporting for the Hawk Nest.
Startlette Tryout is this week. For more on that, here's Job.
Hardin-Jefferson Startlette Try-outs are all this week. Here's Mara Tier with her experience.
Well, it really helps me with responsibility. There's a lot of jobs that come with being an officer on the team, and it definitely taught me like time management and responsibility.
What do you love most about the experience?
Ooh, Starlette's is definitely a family, and my favorite thing is the bond that I have with all of the girls and the friendships that'll last forever with the team.
What's your favorite team achievement?
My favorite team achievement this year would definitely winning best in class for our prom routine at competition this year. We beat every team there, and it was just a really big opportunity that we got that we worked really hard for.
What are some of the obstacles that you and your co-starlettes had to face?
Definitely having everyone here at practice. We practiced in the cafeteria, so once we got everybody here, we had some long dances that we had to get through, but it worked out. Everyone had a blast with it, and we got everything together.
What are some things you'd like to tell the underclassmen who may want to join in the future?
I would just say go for it. It's such a fun experience to have in high school, and you come in with friends that you already know, and I would say go for it.
This has been Mara Tier, Caleb Kentrell, and Job Levine reporting on Hardin-Jefferson Starlettes.
What's your leprechaun name?
It's Freckle O'Cabbage.
Cassidy, what's your leprechaun name?
Green Bottom Patty.
Micah, what's your leprechaun name?
Sputsy Malarkey.
What's your leprechaun name?
Clover Leafy.
Would you rather hang out with Cupid or a leprechaun for a day?
Cupid.
What's your leprechaun name?
Feisty Malarkey.
What's your leprechaun name?
Blarney McRainbow Hair.
Would you rather be a leprechaun or catch a leprechaun?
Catch a leprechaun, because then I get gold.
Keegan, what's your leprechaun name?
Patty Tiny Toes.
Abby, what's your leprechaun name?
Lucky McCorned Beef.
Kaden, what's your leprechaun name?
Patty McCorn Beef.
What's your leprechaun name?
Feisty Malarkey.
Connor, what's your leprechaun name?
I want to know why we can do a stupid segment like this, but I can't do chicken reviews on the Hawk News.
When is St. Patrick's Day?
I can't say what I want to say. The March 17th.
Would you rather eat green for the rest of your life or only be able to see it?
Eat.
Where was the first St. Patrick's Day parade? A, Boston, B, Dublin, C, London, or D, Dubai?
Hi, this is Senior Spotlight with D, Jack Lewis, and Trinker.
Howdy.
All right, so Jack, what activities have you been a part of in high school?
Since freshman year, I've been on varsity tennis, and I was on JV baseball freshman year, and I was on varsity for 2 years after that, and just playing tennis this year.
All right, so, since you mentioned tennis, let's start with that. So how long have you been playing tennis?
I'd probably say since I was 6 or 7, honestly, and just been grinding ever since.
So young age.
Yeah, young age.
So do you relate your tennis skills help you be a strong contender for a ping pong championship every year?
All right. For the youngins and freshmen who don't know, I was the ping pong champion my sophomore year and was a runner-up freshman year, and had a tough
beat Pelt. You lost Pelt first.
I did lose to Pelt. That was tough, but yeah, past 2 years have been tough. But yes, I would have to say so. Yeah, kind of flicking the wrist.
All right, now we're going to baseball. So even though you are a superb player, you quit. Why is that?
I did. It was a very tough decision. I can't thank Coach Trotter and everyone else who was out there enough for everything they've done for me. Sorry, Bryce. Don't have a throwing partner anymore. But yeah, no. I'm a two-time district champion for tennis, and well, 3 actually. But I just want to focus on tennis actually, and I just had to let baseball go as much as I didn't want to.
So do you have any plans after high school?
Yeah, going to Baylor next year.
Nice.
Sick 'em.
So how many fourth graders do you think you can take on in a fight? Like it's just an endless wave.
Like an endless?
Yes.
Probably 20 or 30, honestly. I mean, you can just kick them. Yeah, you can just kick them.
I think like I could take like.
Well, I mean, do I have any weapons?
I mean, you have a baseball bat.
Oh, easily like 100. Easy.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right, well.
Yeah.
All right, and finally, what is some advice you can give to underclassmen for their senior year?
Go with the flow. Do your work. It's not hard. Just suck it up and do it. Do your apps early. Don't wait. Go ahead and know where you're going. Like, go ahead and find out where you're going to go next year for college. That way you don't have to stress and worry about it in the summer. And just go with the flow. Vibe.
All right, well, thank you. This has been Trigger with Jack Lewis for Senior Spotlight.
Hi, I'm Jeron Carroll, and this is DIY Stuff, and I'm here with my co-host, Brock Davis. This week we're doing a St. Patrick's Day DIY. The materials you'll need are construction paper, scissors, and a stapler. They don't have to be these exact colors, but if they aren't, then I don't know. Do what you want. You look like you don't want to be here. Get away. Don't be so close to me. Get away.
Leave it. Hard rectangle. Fold it. And you cut the inside rectangle. And you cut the outside rectangle. That's the local. I don't do it.
Alright, I don't need you to do this. This is my show. Appreciate how much work you're doing over there. Your stupid head. Your head is shaped like an oval. It's stupid. You know what I'm doing? Yeah.
Kobe. Got this.
Yeah.
Kobe.
Does it look like we have beards?
Hold on. Hold on.
This has been DIY Stuff with me and Brock. Bye.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
The correct answer is A, Boston.
Our word of the week is shamrock, which is a low-growing clover-like plant used as the national emblem of Ireland.
That's all for today, and remember, it's a great day to be a hawk.